Sure, I think he's bluffing.
We're a well-knit crew here.
Look at his face. He's like, shut up.
My life exists, if only to piss you off.
Well, I may as well finish what I was saying.
Forgotten Fates, D&D 3.5, Season 4, Week 8, Part 4. Do you think?
So we're on now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you. I thought so. So you guys...
Fix it in post.
No.
The mud guy's got that.
Anybody know where the stupid filter is in Vegas?
It's like drywall. The mud guy's got
No
that.
idea.
Thanks there.
So y'all stepped out. You see she called for the portal, and the portal was opened. You stepped through with, you still have Donkey and Sprinkles. Sorry, Dermot, you weren't able to get rid of them.
What?
And Eve's there too again. So just keep attracting, like...
Literally everything we've done since we left Everland has been for naught.
Yes. Everything. Except you finally got rid of the dragon.
That's true. There is that plus side. We traded the dragon for a wizard. It's pretty awesome, I think.
So you get through the portal. As you step through the portal, it closes. The four wizards that stepped through the original portal, Damali, say a few words. They step through and go. You see Mali's large plated bodyguard opens his visor, just, oh, man, that was getting hot. And what does he say? Doesn't say a freaking word.
My name is Gulstaff, Sorcerer of Light.
Thank you.
Look worse
No,
than
I don't have gray eyes.
Ah, beat you to it.
Where's the Cheetos?
I cast a spell.
Okay, I'll look towards Mally and say, your tent?
Whoa, your tent or mine?
It's a little forward.
Oh, the one on your back.
Yeah, so he starts unfolding something on his back.
Oh, okay.
Stairway comes out of the back of it, and she climbs up into
climb
his...
up him on the front?
No, there's a little stairway on the side. She climbs up into this tent that's mounted to his back.
Like, let's go.
Okay, where to?
The gate's
Well, that
there
was
in
intense.
front of you.
He always like this?
Must be the lack of oxygen with the visor being on most of the time.
No, just sleep with it over there.
To be honest, I'm not sure what we're doing right now.
You're out front of the city that they asked to go to. This is the city his dad runs.
Oh, okay.
And they
I
asked
didn't know
you
if
to
we were
go-
going to the halls
Yeah.
first or...
No, they wanted you to go here first to meet with his father, and then they would take you on to the halls. If his dad's busy, you know, just as long as he arranges the meeting with your father, they were good with arranging the teleport.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you could head straight off to Mithril Hall first if you wanted. It's really up to the party at this point.
Okay, well, party?
There's a party?
So you might let them know. She turns and lets you know you have the option to head to Mithril Hall first. This was just the best location to teleport to.
Well, guys, your call.
It'll just be one night. It'll be a short stay.
So are we supposed to wait for you to talk to your folks, or what's the plan again here?
No, I think we go in together, as Dermot said. I'm looking at Dermot now as I'm saying this.
Into the
Right?
woods together.
Yes, exactly.
He sounds different.
He does. It's not his typical moment of inspiration where he says, you know, the typical, don't get murdered. So,
You almost wonder if he still wishes that for you.
almost.
So, Mr. Tent Guy, what do we call you exactly?
Thane.
Is he allowed to speak? I say to Mally.
Of course.
Are you sure?
Yes. You'll know when he's not allowed.
All right, muscles, let's do this. I say to him, he's fucking like what, 6'3"?
Yeah.
Yeah. I say, come on, muscles.
Okay, where
Let's go
to?
on down.
Thanks, I have been working out. Oh, you mean him?
Yeah, sorry.
Ardo, the donkey, blows his wing out, looking towards you and Eve.
Mm-hmm.
To let y'all mount.
Get on the donkey.
I'll get on the donkey.
Alright, so you and Eve get on the donkey. Eve also carries the same excitement that you do when she climbs up onto the donkey.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
You still looking for the stamps?
Yeah,
Gotta
Okay.
catch them all.
somewhere.
Alright.
I'll find them.
So we got Dermot on the bear, Ardo and Eve on the donkey, Mally's in the tent attached to the bodyguard, the gnome's riding on the rock, Kel and Sprinkles just kind of look at each other.
They both just shrug.
Now you've rode Sprinkles since then, haven't you? He's been kind of your mount since what happened. So I'm assuming you're on Sprinkles now.
Yeah, after I give her a little chat to him or her.
It's a him.
Yep, it's a him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a little chat to him. Like, don't worry, we'll get her back.
Never.
I don't think.
Yeah. No, you didn't. Dermot did.
In
It's probably
Dwarvish.
Maze.
Don't worry, we'll get her back. Sure.
You can say it in whatever language you like. Dumbass.
Still here to stare at you. Intently.
Still have the card, right, Kel? Oh, wait.
Oh, there goes that wound. Let's just pour a little more salt on it.
All right, get on Sprinkles. Let's go towards the town.
Towards the town.
I can't take this anymore. It hurts too much.
All right. So y'all ride towards the town. You approach the gate. The guards go and stand in front. Halt! You see the other one pull up. No, open the bloody gate. What? No, I know how this shit goes. Open the gate. But we have what? I don't give a shit. Open the gate right now. This only gets worse. I'm not going to be around scrubbing boots. Open the gate.
Count all his fingers.
No. You recognize him. He says, and a good day to you, Master Milner and friends.
I just raised my hand.
Hope you put in a good word with your daddy there, or maybe get me back off of gate duty.
What's your name again?
What was it, Captain Will? What was his name?
I don't
You
know.
named him, Chris, remember? I forgot his name. I haven't had to deal with him in a while.
We don't know, but it's unknown.
No, yeah, we know who he
Finger
is.
Nelson?
It's
You know
that
what?
same
Since-
guy.
Since you have to deal with it, you know the name, you know his name. I'll just say that guy's name, and you'll
Yeah.
be okay.
Right. That works. I wish I'd pulled it out. No, I can't remember what it was. But yeah, so they open the gate and they let you through with no trouble. It's like they learned.
Dumbasses.
So, town looks fairly peaceful, just like you remembered it.
Until we got here.
Sans one orphanage.
You notice in the distance, you do see where that orphanage was. There's a 4-story building there.
Wait, how long has it been?
Looks like it's made of marble. It's only been a few weeks.
Yeah.
It's amazing the amount of destruction we've caused in 4 weeks or a couple weeks.
But
Yeah,
a
and
4-story
reconstruction.
building.
That's why I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Mhm.
We are infamous.
Do you say that as we're marching along? We are infamous.
No.
You march past the portal to Waterdeep as you're going along. So I'm assuming you're heading towards Lars's Inn.
Yes.
As you go past there, you notice that the entire gateway is barred and sealed off.
Okay.
The gateway to Waterdeep is sealed off?
Yeah, the gateway to Waterdeep has bars around it. It's sealed off completely at the moment.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. You get to Lars's Inn, and the door's actually standing open.
I dismount and knock and go in.
Well, it's standing open. There's no lights on in there.
Is there anyone in there?
It's quiet, dark.
Is there anyone anywhere?
Not in there that you see.
I mean, in outside.
You see some people in the town. Yeah, there's some townsfolk still around.
Anyone I recognize?
You notice at the blacksmith shop, the doors barred shut. No lights in it. Same with the tailor shop. The bookshop seems to still be open.
Given
I
the
hate
time
to-
of day, this wouldn't be something that would be normal.
No.
I head towards the
Figured
bookshop.
Check that.
Okay. So you see Cal just kind of heads straight off the
I
bookshop.
motion
not
towards the
following him,
bookshop, and then I head that way.
but- Okay.
What time of day is it exactly? Is it like middle of the night?
Assuming that it was instantaneous travel, it would have
It
been.
was instantaneous travel.
Yeah, so it'd still be night from where we were left.
Oh,
there.
that's right. Yeah, it's nighttime. It is nighttime.
Okay.
But what you're noticing is that the doors that you see are barred, actually.
Okay.
Like boards put over the top of them.
Sorry to
closed up.
interrupt. Go
No
ahead.
problem. Thank you for the bring me back in there a little bit. So you don't see a lot of townspeople around, but there is lights on in the bookshop. So you still head over to the bookshop, and you get in there. You see the gnome is indeed still there. Let me
Oh,
open
hey,
that.
how's it going?
And Master Milner,
Why is
how are
everything?
you?
I'm good. Why is everything barred up?
Oh, they were. I'm assuming you're referring to the blacksmith and the tailor, my neighbors here.
Well, among other things, what's with the inn being wide open and no one there?
Oh, turns out, seems Lars was a cultist.
What?
Yes, cultist. The guards arrived in the middle of the night and snatched him up.
You ever just want to go somewhere that doesn't have a side quest?
And the blacksmith too?
Why, yes, he was. I'm afraid.
Who's been doing that?
Well, I'm assuming your family is behind it, sir.
What's been going on lately?
Well, they've been on a bit of a crusade, you would say, sniffing out these cultists. I'm really surprised that Kalen would be involved with it, though. That's the one thing that just hasn't set quite right with me.
Who?
The tailor woman, you know?
Oh. She's trying to find the cultists?
No, she was snatched up too, sir.
By whom?
By the guards.
Have you seen my grandma around?
Oh, she's still leading the show around here.
But have you seen her?
No, not really.
What about my dad?
Not a sign of him either, actually. Just these edicts come down from the manor house and
Where
they're
did they go
carried
to?
out. I'm assuming they're still up at the manor house, but no one from the town's allowed up there, you see. Hasn't accepted any visitors in over a week now.
Well, thanks for the info. Excuse me, I'm just going to go outside for a moment. If you happen to see my father, please let him know that I'm here.
Well, surely.
Okay. Farewell. I step out.
Mm-hmm.
I motion to the others to kind of like let's go down the back alley side of the shop for a second.
Okay.
And I grab Sprinkles by the reins and kind of pull her that way.
Mm-hmm.
Him.
So you pull everyone to the back alley.
Her, him, same thing.
Does everyone I'm assuming goes along with this?
I don't know. Do they come? I'm moving.
Yeah.
Everyone screaming,
Yeah.
fighting. No, don't let me go.
I'm being oppressed.
I'm gonna jump out of the tent also.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, so you jump
Kind of
out of the
awkward
tent.
just being in the tent all the time.
Okay, something's going on around here. It's awfully weird.
Weird air.
Well, it's weird for here.
Weird air.
Again, Dermot, it's weird for here. Currently they're rounding up cultists everywhere. They rooted out the innkeeper, the blacksmith.
My, your whole town's infested with cultists?
The tailor?
What about
You
the
remember her.
We're not cultists.
what about the candlestick maker?
Probably. I mean, it
You had a
sounds like everybody who was.
candlestick
These were all
Muffin
good
Man?
people.
They always have. There's a butcher, a baker, and a candlestick maker. It's like 3 things you need in a town.
These were all good people. I don't understand what's going on here.
Well, they were cultists, obviously.
No, they were most assuredly not.
Well, how do you know?
I know these people most of my life.
How do you know they weren't cultists?
I just know.
Oh,
I feel it. I know that. I trust these people.
well, what are we to do?
Better if we
You should
wait.
notify your parents. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, that's why I'm asking you. I don't know if we should stay or should go.
Sounds kind of fishy to me.
I know you're expecting a meeting with my father, but I don't know what's going on right now.
Should
Yeah.
I stay or should I go?
Oh my god.
Well, if I know if I stay, there will be trouble,
But if we leave, it could be double.
right? Right? You've heard that song. It's a great bardic song. Dermot knows the song. So I'm asking you guys, do you want to stay?
Probably not a good idea.
This is a problem. I mean, we'd have to
Well,
look
you're
around.
the best judge of your townsfolk, I'd say.
This is not what it usually is like.
There's an expression, one thing at a time.
I know that expression.
But I can't just leave these guys like this. I mean, this is my house. This is my
Well,
home.
had we skipped this
Well,
and gone straight
The inn
to...
is empty. Maybe.
Let's just pretend we didn't come here first. We went straight to Mithril Hall. You wouldn't even know.
Wow.
Right, but
Maybe
not
we
here.
could hide out in the inn and see. It's empty, right?
Yeah, it looked
Hide
empty
from
when I
what? We're
looked
not
in.
guilty.
Trust me, in this town, you start off guilty.
That's ridiculous.
That's
I've
this
never
town.
heard the likes.
Just keep your wits about you around here, Felix.
You hear from the front of the shop that you're in the alley behind. Unhand me at once! You're guilty of cultist activities.
Do I recognize this voice?
You recognize it as the gnome you were just speaking with.
I don't recognize the other voice though.
No, you don't.
I just look at...
Boys, take him away.
I look at... Are we doing this?
Yeah, we should go.
I look to see if I can spy a look to see who's doing it.
All right, you peer around the corner. You don't recognize any of them, but they're wearing the town guard outfit. There's one particularly well dressed with a sword that reeks of magic. About 20 other guardsmen, all leading the gnome who's chained and by spear point.
Seeing as how I'm a coward, does this look like something is
This looks like the end of Kel.
okay?
Oh, well, if that's the final note in my ballad.
Quickly, this way.
Would it be a bad idea to cast detect thoughts on one of them? Would they?
No, that wouldn't be a
Do
bad
not.
idea. You could still kind of, you could gather the surface thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think I might want to try that.
All right.
Maybe it'd be helpful.
All right, so you cast the spell Detect Thoughts. As they're leading the gnome away, you gather surface thoughts from the targets.
Mm-hmm.
You gather from the gnome, he's in terror right now, wondering all the horrible things that they could do to him, and you notice that there's actually a bit of dissension among the ranks. It seems the guards generally seem to be questioning of their orders, but each of them's just not sure about whether or not they can trust the others anymore.
Okay.
And they're not sure if they can trust each other. So they would stand up and try to stop this, but they're more afraid
So
of the leader.
All right. They don't have anything really to do with this. They're just doing their
They're
job.
doing their job.
Okay. And is there a person with them that's in charge of this?
Yeah, there's the leader, but he seems fully focused on his task. You notice he's focusing on names of who he's got to collect.
Can I get any of those names, or is it?
Yeah, you notice he's focused on the next person they've got to pick up is a guy named Vartan. They've got to get him next.
14. Okay.
Vartan.
Well, I tell Kel about everything that you just said.
Okay.
Yeah. What I've picked up from that.
Okay, good job.
Kel's astonished that the guards had any thoughts in their heads at all in this time.
So's Dermot.
So you cast that and you start telling Kel what you're picking up.
And the name also. That may be important. He may recognize it.
Kel, you recognize Vartan as the blind bard that owns the musical instrument shop here in town.
I was sure it was the candlestick maker.
Did you say all that information to me loud enough so that the others could hear it?
Sure, why not?
Thinks it's clobbering time.
I look at Dermot and I say, I need you to beat the shit out of that guy leading those guys. I don't know if you need to do it now or if you need
Maybe we should go to the place where that bard's at
where Vartan is
first. Yeah.
and ambush them.
You want this? You could distract the guards, and I could go in and take him out.
That sounds like a good idea.
Or do you want to ambush? You tell me what you want. But I'm thinking I'm going to run him over.
I think we should wait at Vartan's and ambush while I attempt to persuade them, his friends, not to fight. Felix, are you okay with this? You're muted.
Felix is sort of mouthing to himself.
Ardo?
I suppose.
Yes, definitely.
I mean,
I always liked that lady. She's the one who took care of Eve.
Does Muscles listen? I point at him. Does Muscles do whatever you tell him?
You're talking to
Sorry, I
me.
have myself muted. No, he's got a mind of his own also. So
Is he
But,
allowed
yeah.
to use it?
I don't
yeah, as
know.
long as it goes along with everything I say, yes. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Tell them.
Are we doing
Tell them you can speak for yourself. Tell them now.
Are we doing this, milady, or shall we? What are we doing?
We're gonna do this.
We're going to do this.
Yep.
Okay, I'll pull out the bastard sword.
Where were you keeping it?
You don't know.
No, you don't want to know.
There's more of a shink sound, right? Not that squishy noise.
Well, you know, he's got this leather flap on his back. It's just sticks it right in there.
I don't really remember where the bard shop is, so I just tell them it's over here around the corner. Blah, blah.
All right. Well, see, here's the thing with that. You do know where his shop is because you took lessons there, but you also took lessons at his home, and this time of night he would probably be at his home in the residential district, over near the, if I remember correctly, it's near the chapel, south of it.
Hey there, big muscle
Go
guys.
into the
Let's go.
chapel.
You feel some cream in
Let's
here?
head that way.
Okay.
I tell them where it is, where I think he's gonna be.
Okay. So,
And I say, let me go in and talk to Vartan. And then you guys come inside and we'll hide in his house. Hopefully I can talk down those other guards. We might need their help. Stage a coup. Let's head that way.
all right. You lead the party over past the chapel. There are guards patrolling the streets, but they are still going with the same level of skill they were when you left. You pass right in front of a group of them, and they're, what was that noise?
Okay.
It was probably nothing. I'm moving on. You make it over there. You see that the hungry halfling still has its lights on as you pass by the chapel, heading south. You make it to Vartan's house. You happen to notice that there are guards starting to gather south of it as you get there.
I just point at them, and as I'm looking at the group to make sure that they notice I'm pointing at them. And then I go inside.
Okay.
I knock
You,
lightly, and then go.
knock. You knock lightly and go inside.
Leave the door open as I go in, so that the others can come in.
You hear Vartan. He starts to ask who is it, but then he stops. He has a really ragged cough.
I quietly Vartan, and I'm looking for him.
You find him in the bedroom. Young Master Milner.
What's going on in town? They're coming for you next.
Oh dear. I was afraid they would be. They've been on a witch hunt ever since they murdered that Claudia woman. Everyone seems to be part of this cult.
What is the cult?
It seems to be responsible for everything that ails the northern half of the country.
This sounds very dangerous.
It sounds very full of shite.
Well, I have friends, and we gotta take this town back.
When he says that, I look
80s
around.
music and explosions in the background. A-Team starts playing.
Yeah.
Very capable friends, Vartan.
I hope they are very capable.
He means us.
I'll have to remind you, though, if somebody took this town, then they took it from your father.
Well, we can't just leave.
Plenty of towns, you know.
Technically, we can just leave.
Yo. Your dwarf friend speaks with wisdom. Perhaps I'll leave with
Clearly
you.
doesn't have attachments to anything.
So technically, it's not morally correct.
I mean, his head's attached to his neck.
Can you get me over to the hungry halfling?
Yeah, what do you think?
He's
I'm
kind-
right here.
He's kind of.
He's right there.
He's always hungry.
I know Grandpappy can sneak me out of here if need be.
Do you think we should try and escape?
Well, he got Gregor out of here when they came for him.
What about my dad? What about my family? What about Ost?
If your dad and Ost couldn't help it, how can we?
Well, maybe they're just captured or holding up somewhere.
Oh no, Ost is missing. That's
How long
most
has this been
regrettable.
going on?
I can be persuasive, he says, tapping his axe.
It started after somebody murdered that Claudia woman.
2 weeks and they still haven't figured that shit out.
Oh, apparently everybody's responsible for it, though, don't you know, this whole cult thing.
Sounds
If
about
she
right.
was still around, she could sort it out.
Hold on. Watch the door. Let's get to the hungry halfling. Dermot, give me the orb.
Give him the orb.
All right. You received the orb?
Let's head to the hungry halfling. I climb on Sprinkles and I start looking into the orb.
Okay. What are you looking for?
You heard the man. Everybody to the hungry halfling.
I'm looking for my family.
Yeah, straight away to where are we going?
Follow me.
We're following that guy.
All right. So y'all start going for the hungry halfling.
I flip my ring around.
All right. You scry through looking for your family.
Yeah.
And you see a still image of your father. He's got one hand on his sword and the other raised like this, frozen in mid-word, standing in his throne room.
That's bad.
You notice that there's actually a spider web going from his arm to his cloak.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Those spiders have been busy.
Okay, next.
You search up on Ost. You find Ost still moving around just fine.
Ost did it.
You see a lot of sand behind him. Just judging from what you know, you think he's probably either in the Great Desert to the west or in Kallenshine.
Okay.
But he's not here.
Please leave a message after the beep.
You see your grandmother behind the desk in the dungeons.
I look in the dungeons.
You see most of the townsfolk are there in cells on torture devices. She's been quite busy. You notice Lars look like he's almost broken at this point.
Okay.
And some bodies wrapped up in shrouds in the corner.
What about the rest of my family? Are they here?
You find them in their various rooms, looking frozen just as your father was.
Okay.
You're assuming it's some kind of a stasis magic that they're just trapped in? If you can get in there and find some way to undo it, they'd pick up right where they left off with whatever thought they were having.
Oh, great.
But currently they're lost in time.
Cue the Doctor Who music.
You make it over to the hungry halfling with little difficulty. You come inside there. You see there's a halfling waiting behind the desk as you come in. As you step in, you see he just starts counting.
I show him my rings.
7 root? Oh, I see. The main room then. This way. He guides you all to the back room. It pulls a book on the bookshelf. The bookshelf opens up and leads you down to some stairs where you see Grandpappy's enjoying a large meal. And he shows y'all in.
Did you miss us?
Ah, well, if it isn't my favorite dwarf and halfling team. And the rest of them. Didn't bring that dragon with you this time, did you?
No, we finally got rid of him.
Oh, but I see you still got the little princess with you.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, we've got Eve too.
Wait a minute. I was gonna say, would he recognize her?
Yeah, she was this old when we left.
Not when we left
Okay.
here, was it?
I wasn't sure if we come back
thought
here when
so.
she was older or
I
not.
think we came back and left.
I think so. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, then we'll recap that. But I think so.
I'm pretty sure Darren tried to get rid of her a second time. It was like, take this, it's yours.
When
Yeah.
she was older, though, or when she was a baby?
I think when she was older. 'cause
No,
y'all
we
went
had to
through
haul
her
ass
dwarf.
out of town, like when Claudia first got murdered, and we never went back.
You're right. Okay, so she doesn't recognize. He doesn't recognize her then. Never mind. So he'll just say, "Who's the little princess?" and not actually knowing that it's the princess.
He was talking about Kel.
Yeah, exactly. He was talking about Kel. So what can I do for you?
I believe we need you to smuggle our friend here out.
Oh, are you another of them cultists?
Apparently
Such a
he is.
shame. Such a shame. You know, you fellas aren't very good.
What do you know of this, Grandpappy?
It's a bunch of smoke.
What? Whose cult is it?
Well, if I told you I knew who, I'd be lying. But there has been some members of this cult of the dragon, cult of the worm, whatever the heck it was, that's come in, moving in. They've got some new powerhouse behind them. Used to run an orphanage here. Herbert, I believe his name is. Apparently he's some chosen a Tiamat now.
I just like look at the others and roll my eyes.
Don't look at me. I had nothing to do with that.
Right. Herbert! What?
Well, apparently he's gained the power to just freeze people where they stand.
Great. Can't
Some
you
kind
get
of
rid
a
of them?
frost wizard.
Oh, I've sent several boys to try to.
And
Currently using them as bath sculptures.
oh dear.
Mm-mm.
He lives in your home, actually. You probably know a better way of getting around in there, huh? Maybe some secret passages, some way we can get a drop on him? Anything?
Yes. But isn't he just gonna freeze you in time in there?
Oh, I'm not going.
Oh. I mean, these love nuts are going? I refer to the other ones.
Oh, I need them.
Okay.
I think
Well.
we're going.
I do know another way in.
That'll be great. If you can get in and take care of them, I can offer you this to help you. He pulls up a large spiked club. It's a big mace, morning star looking thing with spikes all over it.
I can't really pick that up. I mean, he could. I point at the muscly guy. Or maybe Dermot? Dermot, is that your size? That's like kind of like a maul for you. I'm like making the holding it, you know.
Well, how about this? He reaches over, takes one of the chairs, and breaks the chair leg off. It's just as effective. I just want you to hit him over the head till he stops moving.
Man, why do I always have to clean up after Vox?
Well, I think that probably
Right.
won't be an issue much longer.
You might start with his chief ally here in town. I'm sure you noticed the marble building as you were coming in.
Oh? Which building?
Seems somehow the matron mother over at the orphanage came into some money.
Well, again, I'd hate to take on any contract by myself, and I turn and I'm looking at the group now. Guys, hello, anything?
Hello. What's the question?
Perhaps we can free some help in the dungeon.
That's kind of what I like where your head's at. That's what I was thinking.
On his neck?
What?
Do keep up.
No, like maybe if we take care of the tower lady, we can go over to the dungeon after and free some more help.
I warn you, though. You see the guards around here. They're doing their bidding, but they're just doing their job. I'd already have all them taken out if they really understood what was going on. The real thing you have to worry about is in that marble tower there. You watch out for those orphans.
Have they been bringing the villagers to the same dungeon?
No, the villagers are locked in the dungeon underneath the keep. You have to worry about the real guards for that one, but I believe Herbert there, he keeps some of his most important things in that marble orphanage. But the orphans, they ain't right. Not anymore. I don't think they're in there anymore. I believe they're being used as vessels for something else.
What?
Is there anyone else in that tower other than these people?
Not that I'm aware of.
Are there friendly people in this tower?
Well, the orphans, if you can save them.
You think you can save them?
They've been possessed, if you would, by some kind of beasties.
Oh, dear.
I mean, what do? Do you take the life of the child?
Yes.
They're stronger, faster than they have any right to be.
Oh, I said yes.
Yes. Well, then you shouldn't have a problem.
You said they're possessed?
I believe so. That something's come over them.
I wonder, do any of them come separate? Sorry for interrupting, but do they all stay together? Do you think we could capture a straggler and?
You might be able to do that. Capture a straggler from one of the packs. Maybe lay something out there that they'd like to eat, like a toddler or something. You got one here with you. Use her as bait.
I'm not okay. She doesn't need to be in danger.
Wait, what?
Wait, are you saying that you think she'd be in danger?
They don't need to be in danger.
Yeah, I'm worried about them, not her.
What? They're gonna eat her. Did you not hear the man?
Oh yeah, because that'll happen.
It's y'all's business to be about, but any way that I can help you, let me know. I'll be glad to stand on the sidelines.
What? I look at one of these guys that are standing over here. What about this guy? He looks like a kid.
Oh, he's got a bit of a cold.
And neither is Ardo.
What about that guy? He looks baby-like. Look at his baby face. I go over to him.
His name's actually Babyface.
Yeah, that's Babyface Knives McGee. I wouldn't mess with him too much. He's not quite right in the head.
I look over and take a step back.
Babyface Knives.
Well, I'm not going to send Eve out there.
Ardo, I'm not going, that's for sure.
You're too damn hairy.
Thank goodness for that.
We got several razors.
Shave his face.
Knives McGee just holds him out.
Face.
Not your face, Ardo. Ardo. Hey, Ardo.
What?
Pay attention.
I am paying attention. Y'all are talking over each other.
Shave your face. We need you to look like a kid.
Is this really? Oh, okay. I see where you're going with that.
I'm not about to send Eve out there. I need you to shave your face.
Well, give me a razor.
You heard him, Grandpappy.
You see Grandpappy just kind of flicks his wrist, and a straight razor appears where there was nothing in his hand before.
Of course.
And he hands it to you.
All right. I take it.
Expert shave roll. Go.
I'll be
Alright,
back in a
Ardo
few minutes.
shaves.
I need to go check the inn for something.
All right. So Dermot, you leave.
Yeah.
Don't get
Okay.
murdered.
Anyone else got anything while Ardo's doing his shave? Or y'all all kind of riveted by
Is
the
it gonna
shaving
take him
motion?
that long?
No, it won't.
Can I use
Okay.
my disguise skill to make him look more like a kid?
Yes, you can. So Ardo, you do very well in not slitting your own throat while shaving.
Well, I do have high dexterity, so.
Yeah, I had to check though. You know,
And
there's
he's
always that
pregnant.
chance. It's always that chance. You get a 5% chance of doing anything to die instantly.
Surprised we aren't having to make those checks to breathe every day.
You do. I just never tell you. Well, I've got to check to see if something horrible doesn't happen to you when you get out of bed every morning.
Or you failed to breathe for 5 rounds.
Sorry. No. So, Ardo, you get shaved, and as you notice, Kel's like helping you straighten up, trying to disguise you better. You turn back around, and you notice you've been wrapped up with a diaper, swaddling clothes, and a little bonnet.
Did you roll that? Come on, disguise skill.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's your disguise skill.
All right.
You look
You
like
sure this is gonna
large
work?
baby.
The most frightening baby I've ever seen.
He'll feel three. I'm not there.
We all chuckle to ourselves as a voice permeates into our head.
Voice really wanting to make a sarcastic comment.
Speaking of the voice, while y'all are working on that, so Dermot, you've managed to sneak back over to the inn.
Yeah, I
This is
stay
a
in the
great
shadows and whatnot, and
Yeah.
I pop
You stay
behind.
in the shadows. You walk right in front of a large patrol. You see that you're right in front of them. What was that noise?
He's gonna tree branch in front of his face.
Probably nothing. You make it back over to the inn.
I go behind the counter and start rummaging around.
You start rummaging around behind the counter and you find a small box. Yes,
I open it. Is it filled with shiny black tokens?
it indeed is.
Thank you. I take that back.
Okay. So you close it up and take it with you. Okay. You sneak back across.
Sneaking and move silently on autocast.
Speaking of that 5%, holy cow. You literally rolled a 2 and a 1.
Oh my god.
Well, the two, I'm still okay.
Yeah, yep.
What was that noise?
You hear everyone in the town. What was that noise?
I can't see anything.
Because he let out a really loud sneeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, I come up behind a
Coughing.
patrol and sneeze, but as they like look from side to side, I'm like moving my head just so they can't see.
Where did that sneeze come from?
Yeah, as they look to the right, I hide to the left. And
Yep. You make it all the way back to the inn. They come down just as Kel puts the finishing touches on Ardo, and you get to see Ardo standing there in the swaddling clothes, diaper, and the big bonnet.
And a soother.
are you or do we seriously have another one of these small things to take care of?
That's Ardo. What do you mean? That's Ardo. Look at him.
No.
I wouldn't look at him too long. It's frightening.
Oh, he's got cute little cheeks. Look at him.
Okay, you're cut off.
I stopped drinking hours ago.
Okay, you should have a drink.
I think he might have suffered brain damage.
Is that possible? I say to Dermot.
No, I've tried. I don't think not yet.
Wait, what?
You
That's
just let your
foolish talk. No
let your
offense,
little
Lee.
friend there wander near the outskirts of that tower, and you'll get a pack of them coming out after him in no time.
What do we do? Capture
So-
him in potato sacks?
That's your business.
Are we going after
What
the the dungeon or the orphanage first? I guess the orphanage first. We kind of lay our cards on the table if we go after the dungeon first.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, when we do, I got a way to rescue everybody in there, and I
What'd
show
you
them.
come up with?
I show them the box and open it.
A box full of Lars's tokens.
A box
Good idea.
full of tokens.
No, they're magical tokens.
What do they do?
They take you back to the inn.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you just break them like cookies. You go back.
What happens if the inn's not there for some reason?
Well, you go back to where the inn is.
I was considering giving them to the gods and putting a trap where you appear, but that would take too much time.
I don't think we have that kind of time.
No.
I think we should go to the tower and then to the dungeon.
Let's go, baby Ardo.
What are we doing about the babies?
Wait, what babies?
The possessed ones.
Oh,
Are we trying to capture one, or are we disposing of them?
I believe she wanted to capture one.
It's really up to you guys. It was just a suggestion. You don't want to go that far and just plow through them. Not really my call.
Wow, through.
It's just a nice thought. Maybe we can capture one first so that we can find out.
Couldn't Eve crush
Yes, I
the?
agree. Study one.
Yeah. Yeah. Poke and prod it.
Couldn't
do you think-
Eve crush the inn with a tree or something?
Wait, Eve, hold on. Eve, do you think you could subdue them in a tree trap?
She looks at you and Dermot both and starts nodding her head to both.
I'm thinking maybe we capture them all in a tree trap and then go in the tower and deal with what's in there.
Is it just nature? Can you open holes? Could you just like suck the orphanage into the giant hole in the ground?
What?
The kids are in there.
I
crazy.
step back when he says that.
What's wrong with you?
They're not kids anymore.
Okay.
They're just
So we
possessed.
need to save them. Obviously.
It's just an idea.
It's a horrible idea.
Well, when their heads are spinning around backwards, we'll see how much of an horrible idea you think it is.
I'll deal with that.
That's what I mean. We just trap them
Seems to
inside.
not be able to.
Trap them inside a tree cage, right, Eve? I look at Eve, hoping for like yes.
Eve will call my idea Plan
I'm
B.
nodding at her, like yes, nod, yes. yes.
She points at Dermot and nods.
Points at Dermot.
No, no, no.
I give her like a wink. Yeah, as I nod.
And a nod.
She looks over and in a questioning tone says, Ardo?
Yes.
She looks over at Dermot and looks at Elf.
He's on board with Plan B. Clearly.
She's confused. She wants you to explain what you wanted to do. What do you want her to do, Ardo?
Which one of the plans do you think would be better?
I go with Three Kings. I mean, sorry.
Who the fuck
Kel's
is
playing. Kel's playing.
The hellhounds are back.
She releases an army of chihuahuas.
that? Oh shit! Run!
Okay, so are we doing this? Let's go. Come on, baby Ardo.
Alright, I'm
The
coming.
Chihuahuas don't like him dressed like that.
Don't worry, they mean no harm. Well, maybe they do.
Well, it's time for a break, actually, anyway. So we're going to go to break. We'll be back in a few minutes on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, tune in tomorrow for the next day and the hell-ish chihuahuas. If you're enjoying it, hit subscribe. You'll know when we post new videos. Also, please leave a comment or hit that like button. Also love reading those. Bye.
I choose you!
What?